drove you to basically say, beyond football, Oklahoma's got what I need?
So I've been here a few times. Actually, my fourth time being here right now. And one of the things was, I've met the president of the school. His idea of what he's trying to do for these next few years. He's speaking in the sense of me being here before I committed, what he would be trying to do when I'm here, how I could help the campus, how he could help me. And that was the president speaking, and he has a bunch of other students to worry about. But he's speaking on how he could help me and how I could help the campus and him in Oklahoma, and also Coach Riley, like you said. And it wasn't really this fact of Coach Riley being quarterback U or having this awesome Oklahoma Sooners fans, all of that. It wasn't necessarily that. It was. As everybody knows, Brock Vandergriff, he was committed here before me, and I came on a visit the week before he committed, and then he committed, and I still didn't have the offer yet. I got the offer actually January 1st when I was at the Future 50, and what he told me was, I'm not going to offer you now because Brock and his father asked to not offer any other quarterbacks, and he did just that. He didn't offer me. He was going to stay true to one guy. He didn't really recruit me. We talked a little bit over when Brock was committed, but rarely, not much. And then Coach Riley calls me, and then he decommits. And Coach Riley told me that he was going to decommit and probably go somewhere else. And once he did that, he said he was going to be on me hard. He said he was going to try and get me to, become a Sooner. And he was just going to push and work hard to try and get me. And he didn't recruit any other quarterbacks. He said he wasn't going to recruit any other quarterbacks. He was going to focus on me after Brock decommitted. And everything from him telling me that he wasn't going to offer me because Brock's dad, and Brock asked him not to where he said he wasn't going to recruit me while Brock was committed because he was loyal to his guy that he had committed, to when he decommitted and told me that he was going to push for me and try and get me to become a Sooner, and now 2021 Sooner. So basically the trust that I have with Coach Riley, good connection with him. But it was mainly that big piece for me that, he said that he was going to do something and he did it. He stuck with the guy that was committed, and then once he did commit, he stuck with one guy, and it ended up being me.
That's quite a road.
Yeah.
I think people
don't really know that.
Yeah, kind of forget that. Were you looking for anything other than a shot to the NFL, a Heisman Trophy, a national championship, or were you looking for a degree that's going to put you in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Send you off into life?
So, I as many people know probably, I go to Gonzaga. I don't know if people have done research on Gonzaga, but Gonzaga is one of the toughest schools. I chose Gonzaga so I can, have the best opportunity to go to one of the best colleges overall, not including football. I obviously wanted to go to a school that was very good at football, because that's my passion. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life. But if things don't work out, I want to be well prepared for the times that college or football isn't working out, and that could be in college, that can be after college, it could be after the pros or whatever it is. Just a time that I chose Gonzaga so I could be prepared for the next level, and the level after that. And then obviously going to Gonzaga, I obviously want to play football with a good team, and Gonzaga had both of them, very good academics and a very good program. And I tried to find something as close as I could to Gonzaga, because I love Gonzaga, I love my high school, I love the people there, I love the people around me. So I tried to find something as close as that, and ended up being OU. Yeah.
Just was a lot like your high school.
Yeah.
They're going to challenge you.
Yep.
Jump path.
Yeah, freshman year at Gonzaga, I was around 15, and I think I was 15. And I was thrown into the fire, just as I would be here, hopefully, competing versus top guys every year. I was thrown into the fire with 2 juniors ahead of me at quarterback, and had to work my tail off and try and get the starting spot, and ended up happening, ended up coming true, and hopefully could be able to do the same thing here, thrown into the fire and work my tail off.
Have you met Spencer?
I have met him once. Yep.
He's a competitor.
Yeah. Makes you better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is your 4th trip to Norman?
This is my 4th trip, yes.
Have you wandered through Heisman Park and
I have. I've been there.
Daydreamed?
I've been there a few times.
Wondered where yours might go?
I drove by it right before I came back to the hotel, and I saw they have masks on the Heisman or the Heisman lane or Heisman Drive. And yeah, I do want to be up there. Hopefully, I don't know if they haven't had 2 Heisman winners for one person, so hopefully I can do that and pull that off. Maybe they'll put 2 statues. Probably another plaque up there, but 2 statues or something crazy. But try and go for as many Heismans as I can. But first, I got to get the starting spot, and first I got to work for it and earn the respect of the guys and the coaches, and learn the playbook, and it gives me the best shot to be on the field.
When you consider Jason White and Sam Bradford, Baker and Kyler and things like that, Jalen almost, he got there last year, and then the people are talking about Rattler. The new betting odds came out yesterday, and
4 out of 5 or something.
2 to 1.
Or something.
Yeah, it's like whoa.
Yeah.
This is not just quarterback you; it's almost like Heisman you.
Yeah.
They've got more Heismans than I think I saw a graphic than other conferences.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't actually know that. Yeah. I've always wanted to be a Heisman. I like being the best. I've always wanted to be the best in my class. I've always wanted to be the best quarterback, best person. And I'm pushing, obviously, when I get to college to be the best. And, when you get to be the best, you get accolades like that, but accolades don't really, tell who you are. But I do want certain accolades because it makes you feel good in the sense of, people actually recognize that all the work that you put in. And it's, sometimes it's good to be noticed.
We got to talk about Sooner Summit.
Yeah.
The genesis of the idea came from you and your dad just throwing some ideas around, or how did it come out?
So we were actually going to come out here anyways at this time. And we were looking for a house and apartments and things like that because I'm coming here. I'm going to be here for a few years, and I'm trying to get comfortable here. And my family's going to move out here. My mother, my dad, my father and my mother are going to move out here, and family decision, business decision, and they're going to come out here with me. They want to be at every game, so they want to be around. That's fine. But we were going to come out here anyways. And then Tristan Lee, he's left tackle in VA. I've been on a few visits with Tristan, and really cool guy. He's an awesome football player, obviously, but really cool guy. His mother's awesome, and his brother's awesome. And they haven't been out here, and I've been really cool with them, and why not? They wanted to make the trip, and my dad contacted them, and they ended up saying yeah, and then it turned into a whole thing. That was like, why not just figure out who else wants to come, who hasn't been here, and which commits want to come and be around the guys and things like that. And, we got a few commits here. We got a few guys that aren't committed. We got a few other players that are coming and things like that. But it all started from us, coming out here already, getting a house, trying to figure out where we're going to end up staying at and things like that, and then inviting Tristan and then inviting all the other guys.
You putting the hard sell on those guys?
Yeah, trying to.
What do you tell them? I've always wondered that when you're a
recruit.
Yeah, when you're a recruit, how do you recruit other recruits?
You try and tell them what you've what was so large and impactful in your recruitment, and why you chose this place, or why I chose this place, and then also why not, in the sense of, I said this the other day, I think, Why not be the guy that is, gets that big sack? Like, speaking in the sense of Oklahoma, they haven't gotten over the hump yet in the sense of the playoffs and going to the national championship. And the guys in my class, it's just like, why not be that guy that adds on to the class and gets that sack or gets that pick or makes that pancake block or and springs the running back for 60-yard on a screen. And why not be that running back that goes and wins that game? Why not? So they haven't been able to get off hump, and why not be the guy or the guy in the link up of 2021 to help spring and get Oklahoma over that hump into the national championship.
If I tell you a 15-year-old story, would you believe me that it was Rhett Bomar? You remember Rhett Bomar, the name? 5-star quarterback, number 1 in the country.
Yeah.
Everybody loved him. He recruited Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you do it.
Yeah, you gotta get the guys you want around you, and that the coaches want around. Come together and make a master plan and go win a bunch of big games.
Yeah. Didn't work out for Rhett, of course,
no,
but it worked out pretty good for Adrian Peterson. Yeah. They tell you they're moving you to spring football
for WCC.
Yeah, for football.
Yeah, we're going to spring.
Play in the spring. What's
it
going to be like? Spring football?
I don't know. I've never played spring football, honestly, I don't know. I don't really know what the family plan is going to be, just in the sense of because we signed in December, and being signed, and then that's a chance for you to learn the playbook, and then you also got to play with your guys you want to play with for your senior year. So it's crazy. I try not to think about it right now, but I mean I have to at some point. But it's a tough decision on what's the plan, and I haven't necessarily figured that out yet. I can't graduate early now.
Gonzaga told you that. I thought there might be some like, okay, we'll talk about it or we'll figure it out.
All WCC schools, they don't allow you to graduate early.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to come next summer?
Yep.
Per normal?
Most likely, yeah.
All right. Trying to be a quarterback during COVID, trying to be a football player, trying to be an athlete of any kind, it's got to be a challenge.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge. I'm lucky enough that my grandparents have an indoor pool. So I can go in there. I'm a big swimmer. I love swimming. My second sport is actually swimming.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't think a lot of people know that either.
I don't think a lot of people know that either. But my second sport is swimming, and I go in there, I swim, or I do like basically a land workout in the pool with my trainer, and my best friend, Jalen McCain. He's committed to Old Dominion actually. I get in the pool with him, and we just go at it, and hard as we can. And it's tough with all the resistance of the water, and it's low impact, so it's really good for your body. And running on turf or concrete or rubber for track, it's way better than that. So healthy for the body, and makes your body feel good that you're in some water. And then also throwing, I throw once or twice a week, at least. Gotta get that in, depending on the schedule. I throw once or twice a week at least, with a few XFL guys or a few of my old teammates or a few of my teammates. Whoever wants to come, it's fine. Okay. Yeah.
But I got to ask you about the guys. Kamar Wheaton?
Yep.
Is he coming?
I think he's coming tonight. I'm pretty sure he's coming tonight. And he leaves in the morning because his mother is it's her birthday weekend. So
you gotta have him.
Gotta have him.
He's big time.
He's big time. He's a big time player. You need some big time players to come and help you out, and trying to get those type of players to come and see the dream and follow along, and let's go win some big games and national championships.
The Mountain.
He can't make it. I wish he could. He was going to come. But he had something to do at home, and he told me a few days ago. But he was for sure going to come and try and get here. Savion's here.
Yeah, he's here. You gonna?
I'm trying to get big guy. I'm trying to get Cullen. I'm trying to get Tristan, the Mountain, and Savion.
Tristan was my next one.
Yeah.
Cullen's already here.
Cullen's already committed, but I'm saying trying to get all of them and have them in front of me, blocking for me. They're all like 6'5" or 6'4" across the board and like 280 or something and above. So it's pretty good, pretty solid line.
And then Jalil. How important would he be to you?
It'd be very important. Still working on him. Trying to get him here. We played Little League together, and he's a big time player. Big time players make big time plays, and I'll never forget this play. It was a team, and they haven't lost in 3 years before we played them, or they didn't lose before we played them. They haven't lost in 3 years, and it was a huge game. Literally, like fans were everywhere around it's an 8th grade game, and it's like surrounded, and it's an awesome game. And drop back, and Jalil runs like a little wheel route on the right side, and he catches over shoulder for a game winner. And I even tried to get him to come to Gonzaga, and that didn't work out. So now hopefully I can get him to come to OU and make some big plays for us.
The summit itself. What's on? I saw the itinerary, but what's your kind of goal? You're going to sit guys down at dinner? You're going to tink the glass and say Boomer Sooner? How's it going to unfold?
I wouldn't say I would do that.
It's kind of corny, I know.
I just hang around the guys, joke around with them, just kind of be myself. Hopefully they loosen up, and because obviously most of them I haven't met before. So they just loosen up. If I act myself, we have a good time. I'm about to go have some fun after this. Get some dinner and then go to Topgolf probably or something like that. Just have a good time. Build a bond. Show them who I am. Because I can text, I can call, but see me in person, see who I am, see how I roll and act. From the recruits to the families is huge, I believe. So
last question for you. I know they need your attention. What's your why?
Why I play?
Why you work so hard? Why you strive? Why you want to succeed? Your mom and dad obviously do a lot for you.
They do a lot. It's awesome.
Probably one of those whys. Do you have a lot of those, or?
I do have a lot of whys. Why I love playing football, or why I do this. I dread losing. I do think I don't say it or anything like that, but I do think this is a sport for me, and I think I'm pretty good at it, pretty darn good at it, and still working towards it to be great. But I want to be great. I like breaking records. I like winning championships. And I hate losing. And honestly, the losing keeps me going. And winning's awesome. But when you lose, it's just like I'm not there yet. I'm not good enough. And I'm not speaking in the sense of like myself when we lose. I mean, like speaking as a team, like we're not there yet. We're not good enough. We need to keep striving. We need to keep going. But it's the winning and losing is my why. I love winning. And then I love being around the guys. Even in video games, I don't play single player video games. I play like team video games like Call of Duty. I play Madden, but that's still a little team just because you gotta. But I don't really play many single player games. Madden's probably my only single player game where I go against other people, but it's still competitive. But 2K, I play with my friends. Call of Duty, I play with my friends and things like that. So I don't like single player games, like being around the guys, like communicating and like just winning with the guys. It's fun.
I mentioned your parents. What about them?
My parents, I mean, they sacrificed a lot for me. My dad was like, when I was 12 years old, he asked me, is this what you want to do? That's when I actually decided to play quarterback. I was around 11 or 12. And he asked me, is this what I want to do? And then ever since then, he's always been there sacrificing and things like that. But that's when he started realizing this is what I wanted to do. And he asked me, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. And he's sacrificed. My mom has sacrificed time and effort and their sleep and things like that to get me places and to get me, around and sacrificing for them, hopefully soon enough. Being able to do things for them because I don't even know, I don't even know if I could pay them back, but try and do that for them, pay them back, just help them just to live as comfortable as they can, and just do my thing. Football field. Tell them I love them. I love my parents. I love my parents. I always.
Tell them all the time.
Yeah, gotta tell them. Love them and very grateful for the sacrifices that they put up for me.
Clearly, they've gone all in on this.
Yeah, they go all in. We're a family where there's no in between. We're either at 0, we're at 10. Even with food, we'll be around and they'll bring too much food. We'll have gatherings and things like that, and my dad always be like, "Do you know who I am?" The Williams name. We either go above or beyond, and that's the way I like to live by. Just go above and beyond of what people think, and I think you'll be able to strive at that point.
Thanks for doing this.
Yep,
Really
Boomer
appreciate
Sooner.
it.